let me just share a little bit about my journey and what helped me reach wherever I have reached now. So I have been in the business for 8 years, and before I started the business, honestly, I wasn't a person who would dream. I wasn't a person who was ambitious. I wasn't a person who was aspirational. I was a person who thought that one day I'll have a good job, I'll get married, I'll have kids, and I'll have a nice house. I think I was just prepared for that since I got my senses to understand how life would be for somebody. And most of them don't like challenges, but I would want to thank one of the phases of my life which looked like a big challenge. But it's because of that phase or challenge I am where I am today. So, I guess for God I am very special. So He planned a very beautiful challenge which looked very ugly when I was going through it, but it was the most beautiful thing that can happen to anybody, I guess, that happened to me. And so there was a phase when I lost a lot of things from my life, in my life, which are very important for any human being. Relationship, health. So I was detected with one ailment, which was permanent. I had to live with that. I don't really talk about it much, but health, gone. Relationships, I lost relationships. And I was in a messed up stage. I was only left with one job. Okay, so one job where I could earn some money and survive. And there was nothing else in my life. And that phase, there are so many things that got added that helped me grow through. So most of them say that, you are going through challenge. I always say this, you don't go through challenge, you grow through challenge. So, that phase of mine is when I grew. I had never ever read books. I had never heard any motivational, inspirational speakers. I didn't even know there is something called as motivational sessions, inspirational sessions. I didn't know anything. I just knew my job. I just knew cooking. I just knew a little bit of housekeeping and handling my house. That's all I knew. And I was good at my work. So I could manage to grow in my corporate job and do decently well for myself to earn money and survive. But that phase of mine was such that I was so lost, confused. I didn't know where life is heading. I mean, I would not even talk about life, because talking about life was so depressing. Like if somebody would talk about life, I would say, just forget it. Why are we talking about life? Let's just, like today is a day, let's live today. Like I don't know how tomorrow is going to be. Let me just survive this moment. So this is how it was at that time. But at that time, I don't know why, I was seeking for something. I was done with it. You know what I'm talking? There are moments when you're like, done, enough. This can't go on like this. There has to be something. This cannot be life. This is not life. how can it be like this? You understand what I'm saying? You just raise your hand if you can relate to what I'm saying. Like there are moments when you say, like every day I'm going to get up, go to office, come back, and like this is life. Like I have to go for the stand-up comedy shows or listen to that to laugh. Okay, so I mean, I cannot just be happy generally, like laughing in life, like just laughing and being happy. So that was a phase when I knew there was something missing. There's something wrong. This is not life. And that was a time when I went into a complete seeking mode. Seeking for, what am I supposed to do? And I don't know how, in that seeking mode, like later on I got to know about if you decide and you seek for things, the universe conspires, and you know what I'm talking about, right? I didn't know it works like that. I got to know about it later, but I think it just worked. And this business came into my life. And when this business came into my life, I could see a ray of hope. You understand what I'm saying? Ray of hope. There's a hope life is going to change. Something is going to change. It's not going to be the same. How many of them can see that ray of hope? There's a ray of hope. I can see a hope at least. Like there is some hope, like things are going to change. And then you feel like, then I want to give my best. I just don't want to just let this opportunity go. Honestly, I didn't even know how big the business is, how much money I would be able to make. It just looked like a hope, some hope I was looking for. And I jumped into it. And when I started off working, I took a very impulsive decision of going full-time. I just quit my job. Okay, I don't suggest that. Don't clap. I'll tell you what, it was not a planned decision. I just took an impulsive decision. Okay, I don't recommend this to people. Just go full-time without even thinking. I think I just got into this very impulsive mode, thinking that maybe, you know what, it is great. I will give my 100% and I'll rock it. But it was a very impulsive decision. It wasn't a plan. I didn't even counsel my upline. I thought I will give him a surprise, you know. I ended up giving him a shock. But just putting down my papers and came back and he said, guess what? I put down my papers. And I thought he'll jump out of he'll be happy, he'll hug me and say, great. He just looked at me and said, are you serious? I said, yes, I put down my papers. So he didn't really show much that time, but I got to know later that he got tensed. But anyway, so I put on my papers and I went full-time immediately the first month itself. And then I started approaching people. Then when I started approaching people, my relatives, my friends, colleagues, you approach all of them, right? Most of them said, I never expected you to run behind money. Oh my God. So you also are the ones who run behind money. How many of them have heard this? So why are you running behind money? Why are you running behind money? So initially, I didn't know what to answer. I think I want money. Why are they saying that? Why are you running behind money? I want to earn money. I'm not running behind money. I want to earn a lot of money. I don't want to be in this phase again, this phase in life where financially I'm completely screwed. I mean, okay, excuse me for my language, but you're completely gone, you know. So I said, I want to earn a lot of money. So slowly, the first time when people started telling me, why are you running behind money? I didn't know what to say. But slowly, when I didn't give up and I kept doing, I started answering. I started telling them, opening my mouth. You understand? Earlier, in the early stage, when people say something, you just don't know what to say. You getting it? But slowly, I got strong and I said, I know I'm doing it. So when people used to say, why are you running behind money? So I started asking, why do people run behind degrees? Yeah. Why are you running behind degrees? What is your motto? What is it? Why do you want to have degrees? What is the whole idea of having degrees? You want your son to become engineer and doctors and MBAs and things like that. But that is only because you want to earn a lot of money. Why else would you want your child to study well? There is no other reason. And I don't think that even if I study and get the best of the degrees, I can earn what I really want to earn in my life. I still will have to do a lot of things that I don't want to do. So I really realized that I don't want, and I started telling people. And while this phase, early stage phase, and I'm sure most of them sitting here are in that phase of, you just recently started off maybe 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months in the business, right? How many of them less than 9 months in the business? Yeah, so a lot of them less than 9 months in the business. So you all will have these questions coming up. And every time when these questions come, we all go for events, listen to speakers, listen to people who are more successful than us, correct? We listen to them, and then we make a decision sitting in the chair. But when we go out and we're talking to a prospect, and when he asks a question, we're like, agreed? Yeah. So you want to know what is going to help you answer these questions so strongly? So I'm going to share that. You know, the decision or the reason or my dream to earn a lot of money was so clear. I wanted to earn a lot of money that I don't have to do anything for money. You're getting me? I wanted to earn so much money that I didn't want to do anything for money after some time. Because I have seen my parents working for money all their life. So my dream was very clear. I wanted to do a lot for my family, for myself, and have a lot of money. Very clear. And maybe, and I used to tell this to a lot of my downlines, or even prospects and my people who didn't sign up with me, I used to say this, you know what, I'm going to earn a lot of money and wear a pajama, t-shirt, chappals, and walk around wherever I want to walk around. Okay? And that is the time when people will look at me and say, you know what, this is a fashion statement. This is a style statement. So, when poor people wear pajama and t-shirt, it's like, you know what, they don't have clothes. Okay? When rich people wear pajama and a t-shirt and chappal and walk, it's called as a style statement. Okay? So I said I want to earn so much that I want to live with this style statement. And I was very clear. I wanted to earn. So since morning, I'm sure you all have gone through a lot of understanding of how important it is to have your dream, right? And you all have your dreams. There are a few who came here, you sat here. You came here with like a blurred thought of, yes, I do have a dream, I do have a reason. But since morning, you've been listening, and I'm sure most of them have got a clear dream now. Yes or no? You have a clear dream. Yes, I have a dream. Yes, I do have a dream. I know what I want. Now this dream, when you're sitting here, you say, I have a dream, and I'm very clear that I know what I want. If you want to achieve it, like people do come to me and say, you know what, I want to be like you. And I find it damn funny. Like, what do you mean by you don't know me much. If you become like me, you'll have your upline telling you a lot of things that you need to improve. So basically, I know what everybody wants to know. How to be successful. So when you say, I want to be like you, it's basically saying that I want to be successful, right? So if you want to be successful, the first thing which is very important and will be very important is having your dream. Knowing why you want to earn a lot of money. Why do you want to do this? And we all have signed up in the business because we want to earn a lot of money. I hope we are all on the same page. Yeah? Because I feel love family, everything is there. You don't have to sign up in the business to start seeking for love here. We signed up because we have a dream, and for that dream we need a lot of money. Is that clear? And I think we should be loud about this, that I want to earn a lot of money because I don't want to work for money all my life. Yeah, so you should be very clear about it, that I want to earn. Yeah, and if you want to earn a lot of money for your dreams and you've decided that that's your dream, then the only way how you can achieve it, there are lots of things that you will come across and you will know and learn. That you got to be submitted, that you got to be in communication with your upline regularly, you got to empty your cup, you got to do so many things, right? Committed to it. Agreed? But I'll tell you, all these things will sound like gyan. Okay, now for people who are translating, gyan it'll just sound like one inspirational quote, just a quote, okay, or maybe motivational quote. Let me not say inspirational, a motivational quote. Counsel, submit. These are all just about saying that, you know what, I have to do all these things to achieve. But you know what, all these things, submission, counsel with upline, communication, emptying your cup, all these things automatically become important for you. You don't do it because somebody is telling you. It becomes important for you only and only when you have your next goal and the next goal and the next goal. It's the goal that makes you submit, counsel, empty your cup. You're ready to do whatever it takes to achieve your goal. Because the dream is like the peak of Mount Everest. You understand what I'm saying? It's like the peak of Mount Everest. It's too far away. You can't look at the peak and climb the mountain, can you? You cannot. You cannot climb the mountain like that. For that, you got to have your next boot camp, what you got to reach. Then the next, then the next. And that's how you reach. And those are your goals. The goals that are going to help you reach your dream. And most of us become emotional, talking about our dreams. We cry, we talk about our dreams, but we don't set our goals that will help us reach our dreams. And that's where most of them fall. And these goals have to be planned. You just don't decide. You make your goals, you set your goals, sitting with your upline, and you need to know what you're going to do next. And if you don't do next, you're not going to reach any which ways. Are you with me? So you all are sitting somewhere, okay, whatever chairs you're sitting. If you want to go out, and if that is your dream, you will have to first go to the next door, walk out. You can't straight away from there jump outside, can you? No, you have to have your next goal. And that's where most of them don't plan. Don't even think. It's goal by goal and goal by goal and goal by goal is how you reach. And these goals, every goal that you have, that goal, you should be mad about that because that goal is going to take you to the dream. That goal might not be so close to your dream that it logically is, you can see it, but it's a planned goal. Are you with me? And achieving each goal. Now these goals can be your monthly goals, your weekly goals. It can be anything, but that goal at this moment, what's your next goal? Don't go back from VCON by just having one dream and that's it. With the dream, you need to know your next goal. What is your next goal? In 12 weeks, what is it that you want to achieve that is going to take you towards your goal, towards your dream? That goal is so important. If you decide to build your own house, let's say if you're building your own house with your own hands, for your house, you need cement and bricks. Okay? You are going to place every brick, correct? You're going to place the brick, you'll take the cement and cement it. Agreed? If you want a strongest, the most beautiful house, each brick has to be placed by giving you 100%. Each brick has to be placed. That's when the entire house is going to be one strong house. No nothing can collapse that house. So when you are placing that brick, you know how you need to place that brick? You got to place that brick with one challenge, that if anybody can place this brick better than me, I give up on my dream. You have to place every brick with that challenge that nobody can place the brick of my house better than me. Because it's my dream, right? If you are climbing a Mount Everest and you have your hand, one grip, and you're climbing, are you going to look at the peak or are you going to focus on this grip? It's the grip. If this grip is lost, you can never reach the peak. So if you want to achieve your dream, it's brick by brick, it's grip by grip, it's week by week, is how you achieve your dreams. And these are the goals which are so important. And these goals are something that is going to take you to your dream. Don't sit at home and keep talking about your mother, wife, husband, kid. Time to get up and say, I have a goal to achieve my dreams. You got to go back from VCON with one thought. What is my next goal? If you're going to listen to every speaker, listen to understand how are you going to achieve your goal. What's your next 12 weeks goal? What is your next week goal? When you have a goal, trust me, when you have a goal, you will not be able to see any challenge. When you fall in love with that goal, you're so focused that you can do a session on what is focus. You don't have to listen to some other speaker of how to talk on focus because you're so focused. Because it's your goal. It's your brick. It's your grip. Are you with me? So because it is yours, you don't need anybody else to tell you. And most of them drop only with this challenge of not having a goal. You all have a dream. Everybody has a dream. But nobody has a goal. Next, what do you want to do? Everybody wants to earn a lot of money. But nobody wants to have that one goal of what do you want to do in next week. So once you go back from VCON, I have seen a lot of them who don't have a goal. They spend a lot of time talking about, wow, what a VCON. You know what? Imagine so many people with that mobile light. It was crazy. I have never ever seen something like this. It was mind-blowing. Okay, people go crazy talking about VCON like this. And people who have a goal don't have time to talk about all these things. They just go back and they are on action. They are on action. You know, I was just walking by, okay. It's not that I'm judging anybody sitting here, but I just want to pass on a message. I was just passing by and most of them wanted to shake hands and touch me, right? And I could see people, you know, whenever successful people walk, you are dying to touch them, hold them. And I've seen people you didn't just touch and then you're like dancing, I touched. If you can do that with your goal, try and touch your goal. Go crazy. I have seen people fight. I've seen people fight for this seat. You fight for this seat. I've seen people hitting each other for this seat. You do whatever. I've seen people, you want to sit with your own team, you fight. The entire in-service gets, okay, I will help you. Fight for your goals like that. Okay, this is just about, you really want to show who you are? Fight for your goals like that. Don't let any challenge take your seat. Don't let it take your seat. If you really are so crazy about your goal, if you have the same madness that you all had to touch, the same madness for your goal, trust me, you will, it is bound that your dream will come to you. The madness that you have, you walk towards your dream like that mad, crazy, with that energy. The dream starts walking towards you. It starts walking towards you. And whatever goal you decide, without a goal, trust me, you will see a lot of things. A lot of things. You know what? Nothing is clean. Nothing is clean. Life is not clean. Roads are not clean. Okay? The business is not clean. I mean, when I say clean, please take the word rightly. It has got its own dirt. It has got its own challenge. It has got its own stuff, okay, which you don't want. It is not going to be like one smooth pathway. You know why? Okay, let me share something that I just recently read, a very beautiful quote. It says, I don't know how many people like video games, but one thing about video games, if you don't see hurdles, you're on a wrong path. Yeah? You're on a wrong path. So if you see everything going smooth, you're not on the right path. So that is how it's supposed to be. So enjoy every challenge and every mess and everything. But if you have a clear goal, you will not be able to see it. You can't see. Like, I'll take the same example. When people were pushing and rushing and trying to touch and like have a handshake, you couldn't see. They don't even know men, women. They're not even thinking about who's pushing them. Like a woman would be like, doesn't like to be in a crowd. But when you come to VCON, you have nothing in your mind. There's nothing going on. You don't know who's sitting next to you. You're so excited about VCON, right? Agree? So you're so crazy, you don't see who's pushing you. You're so crazy inside that somehow put that hand and try to touch and somehow struggle, hands going here, there, all that happening. But can I have hands raised? Who are those people who are going through all these things? Like when you were there, people walking there, not only me, anybody who walks, you all have done that, no? Do you even bother? Like who's there next to you? Like people are standing on the chair, falling here and there. Because you can't see. All you can see. You know what you can see? I want to touch. I want to just shake my hand. That's all you can see. Yeah. But when you have a goal, that's exactly how you're going to feel. You can't see. You're like walking, you'll fall, you'll still get up and you'll go. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's how it is. You're so you're so mad about achieving that goal, you can't see anything. It's like falling in love, When you're in love, you can't see the facts. Okay, you can't see the facts when you're in love, right? So when you fall in love, you just don't know whether logically, whether with reasons or whatever, does it look like you can achieve? You can be with this person. There are times when you just can't. Logic and the facts say it's impossible you can be with this person. It's impossible. But you're in love, right? You're like... You're getting what I'm saying? You're getting what I'm saying? You get all those... Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? So the goal getting achieved. You have to be madly in love with your goal like that. And when you're in love, you don't see anything as a challenge. Nothing as a challenge. Nothing as a challenge. Everything becomes exciting. Okay? Traffic jams that you hate the most. But when you're in love, it's an opportunity to talk. Like, I'm going to take some time to reach home. Let me just talk. Okay? Every challenge makes your journey to meet your love more exciting. and you feel like, you know what, I really struggle to come and meet you. You see how much I love you. Okay? So when you have a goal and you're in love with that goal, every challenge is so exciting. You have to share and say, you know what, I am not making checks. Yes, I am gonna make it. You understand? Every challenge, I'm not making checks, it's okay. I am gonna make it now. I'm gonna do this now. You know what? My own very close friends have said no. Wow, I'm gonna make it now. Okay, it's gonna be all, like it is said, you know, when two people are in love, okay, don't try to push too much and say don't meet each other. Okay, the intensity just grows more. Yes, don't try. If two people are in love, don't push them and say don't meet. You're not supposed to meet now. You do that more the feeling grows. Agreed or not? How many of them can relate to what I'm saying? Okay, it just grows more. The decision becomes firmer. You just feel like, you know what, thanks for doing this. Otherwise it wasn't so exciting falling in love, right? So like that, when you have challenges and you are madly in love with the goal, you don't see challenges as challenges. You see challenges as like the story that you have to share later of how you could reach to your love. Are you with me? So your goals are so important because that is something that you can achieve. That is something that you can see. And you got to run. You know, there is nothing called, people say, what is an attitude that one needs to have to max out? You want to know? What's an attitude that you need to have to max out? It's other way around, okay? It's not the attitude to max out. There is no attitude to max out. There's an attitude to achieve your goals. And you reach max out. There is no attitude. What attitude do you need? It's every goal, the attitude that you carry for that goal will take you to the next goal and the next goal and next goal. And that's how you will achieve your dreams. Now, it all depends how important your dream is for you. For me, it was very important. So every goal was exciting. And there have been moments in 8 years when I also have gone a little complacent. See, I'm a human being, okay? So I've also gone a little complacent. Okay, you know what? Things are fine. And whenever there wasn't any goal, it just looked like, what am I doing? I'm not getting that feel. I'm not enjoying it. And I start seeking for something else. What do I want to do in life? Okay, distracted from this, and what do I want to do in life? So whenever I have a goal, everything becomes so different. Everything looks, because you're focusing there. You understand? And now whatever goal you have, that goal, typically what happens is you sit with your upline and discuss. Correct? What should be my goal? Because you're very young in the business, most of them, you don't know what goal do I set. So you sit with your upline, discuss. And you say, okay, help me understand what should be my goal in coming 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. And your upline will tell you, this should be your goal. But once that goal has come to you, it should become your goal. It cannot be your upline's goal. It should become your goal. It should become your baby. It cannot be your upline's goal. And most of the times, that is where people drop the ball. They start feeling, most of them start feeling that this goal is my upline's goal, which I need to achieve, and go back to him and say, I achieved it. It's not upline's goal, it is our goal. It's our goal. We got to achieve this goal for ourselves. We got to achieve this goal because it is our goal. So own the goal. Own it. It is yours. Okay? And initial stage, when you start off the business, it's like a new baby. You need your parents to brush your teeth, wash. You understand what I'm saying, right? Everything. You need somebody to do that. But after some time, who washes yours? You or somebody else? You know what I'm asking, right? Who washes? Say I if you wash. Yeah. So you wash yourself, right? I'm talking about mouth, yeah. So I'm talking about the mouth, like you wash your own mouth. You wash, you clean, correct? You don't ask somebody else. If somebody else would come and do it for you, what will you say? Will you allow? Say a big no if you won't. Why? Somebody is trying to do that for you. Allow. You should allow. Yeah, come on. I want you to imagine. Okay? Imagine you allowing somebody to wash it for you. Will you allow? So how can you let somebody else own your goal? It's your goal. It's your goal. You got to own your goal. It's nobody's goal. So you have to own that goal, and it has to become your decision to wanting to achieve it. You know, most of them say, I don't have an upline. I don't have my upline in my own city. Okay, I don't know how will I make it. Of course, you need an upline who can guide you. But you don't need an upline to achieve your goals. You just need your upline to guide you, not to achieve your goals. You know why you need an upline sometimes? And I'm sure if there are people here who have coaches from different fields, not this business, but maybe sports, or you go to the gym, you have a coach. So I have been off late going to the gym, okay? And I can see my coach talking the same language that I have heard from my coach, okay? So he says, okay, 10 push-ups, let's say, okay, like 20 push-ups. So for 10 push-ups, he's not going to do anything. He's just going to, he normally says 1, 2, he doesn't even look at me, 2, 3. So when I go to like 15, I'm like, no. And then he comes. And then he starts pushing. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. Are you going to die? No. Don't give up. So it's only when you're just about like you're achieving the goal and then you need that final push. Probably that's when you need your upline. Maybe that final push. But you don't need an upline to start your week. I've seen people when you start the week, you need an upline. Like how can you have your upline wash yours? Simple. It's your goal. Yeah? It's your goal. You want to achieve it. It's only when your hands don't reach. You just cannot. You can just ask somebody, can you? Yes or no? Not when your hands can reach. Why will you ask somebody else? And if you can imagine this, asking somebody else, that's exactly how you should feel when you don't own your goals and don't take a decision of achieving it. And that decision is a decision. You understand? When I say decision, it's a decision. It cannot be like one of those things. I have decided to lose weight, I've said this I don't know how many times. It's not called as decision. Like, I'm not talking about that decision, like losing weight. I have decided to have water every day, 8 glasses. I have decided to, we use this decided word, like we just abuse this word, use it everywhere. I decided, I will get up early morning. I have decided. So we normally use this, decided. I'm not talking about that kind of decided. I'm talking about a decision. Like a decision, you understand? Like nobody can shake. It's like a decision, like nobody can shake. It's my goal, my decision. It's like no choice. There is no choice. Are you with me? It's like I have decided. It cannot be somebody else's. It's mine. It's my decision. I cannot. How can I go and complain to somebody else that, you know what, it didn't happen? Like, it's exactly like the analogy that I gave you. It's like going and complaining somebody else, today it's not clean only. I don't know how many of them got it, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, how can you complain to somebody else of something in your body not being clean? Like, how can you go and complain, you know what, my mouth is stinking today. I don't know. How many of them go and talk to somebody else and say, my mouth is stinking, my mouth is stinking, my mouth is... How many of them go and talk? You go and talk to somebody else? you take ownership and you say, okay, I need to do something, right? But with your goal, you know what you do? And my goal is not achieved. Nothing is happening. This week is not happening. It's like because it's not yours. Because it's not yours. It's like somebody else's. You're talking about somebody else's. It's your goal, right? It's your goal. You need to be taking a decision of achieving it. And trust me, when you take a decision, when you take a decision, everything else will change. Every challenge will change to become an opportunity to support your decision. Every challenge will be a support. It will convert to become an opportunity to achieve your goals. Are you with me? So most of them even fear setting a goal. You fear setting a goal. Trust me, decision, when you say that I want to take a decision, I want to achieve my goal, it's a character of a person. And that character is what I feel is a legacy that we leave, and not money. It's not money that we give our children. It's our character that we leave as a legacy with our children. Are you with me? You know what? The mindset that we have, if we can become a millionaire, with the same mindset, if that becomes a legacy to my child or your children, they can become billionaires. Are you with me? And you know what? When you take a decision, trust me, you are God's creation. And He is there to support. So with a lot of faith, with your 100% faith, you set a goal, take a decision, you walk, and you will see a lot of things will come your way which will support your decision and will help you achieve your goals and your dreams. Are you with me? So I want to just share one story with you before I leave. And this story is something that I believe in when I took a goal and I decided. And when I believed that, He's there to support me. It's a very beautiful story. It's about a lady who's a widow, okay, and she's staying in a very small house, okay, trying to figure out how to survive, a single mother. And she's got a small baby, and in the village, she's trying to walk towards earning money and surviving. And she's a very pretty woman. And while she's trying to figure out how to earn money, there is one person in the village who's very rich. He approaches that lady and he says, you know what? I can give you what you want. You give me what I want. So obviously the intent wasn't good. So the lady could make out. And she answered and she said, I have taken a decision to do something and survive. And I'm going to grow in life. And I have faith in God. God will help me. So he says, okay. So next, again, she's going through some problems, some challenges. He approaches again. She again says, I've taken a decision. I'm going to grow. I'm going to be successful. And God is with me. Okay? And she keeps saying the same thing again and again whenever he approaches her. She says, I've taken a decision. I'm going to be successful. And God is with me. He's going to help me. So one day he gets pissed off. He calls one of his servants and he says, take this entire basket of fruits, money, vegetables, a lot of stuff. And he says, go to her place and knock the door, give it to her. When she asks you, who has sent it? Just say, devil has sent it. Okay? So the servant says, okay. So he goes, knocks the door. She opens the door. He gives her the stuff. She takes it. She says, thank you so much. And she's just about to shut the door. And the servant says, excuse me, don't you want to know who sent this to you? She says, you know what? When God decides to help you, even the devils have to follow. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Believe in your dream, your goals, and achieve it. Thank you so much.